We're having a technical difficulty, guys. We're trying to get
Technical issue, Jen. Technical issue. Yep. Yeah. Sure. Just leave Katie and I'll talk to them in the hallway. Yes, I could. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Just stay. Here they come. Here they come. Okay, starting.
Joshua Hecker with the Kenosha Police Department. Today we're here to discuss an incident that happened here in Kenosha today at Roosevelt Elementary School. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Chief Patrick Patton of the Kenosha Police.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Again, I'm Chief Patrick Patton with the Kenosha Police Department. My last name is spelled P-A-T-T-O-N. We're just going to quickly reiterate what we talked about earlier today, that today we responded to Roosevelt Elementary School, located at 3322 Roosevelt Road, at about 9:02 a.m. for the report of a suspicious person that entered a secured entryway wearing a black backpack and holding a large black duffel bag. The suspect was intercepted by school staff members, and he fled on foot. The Kenosha Police Department saturated the area and immediately began investigating the incident. As the investigation began to unfold, we requested the assistance from the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department and the Pleasant Prairie Police Department. Our social media team, in tandem with Kenosha Unified, Kenosha County Sheriff's Department, Pleasant Prairie Police Department, posted the photo of the suspect, and we immediately asked for the community's help. We received numerous tips regarding the identity and location of the person depicted in the photo. Some of those tips guided our investigation and led to the arrest of a 13-year-old KUSD student. Upon verification of the suspect's location, officers were able to successfully convince the suspect to surrender. This arrest occurred in the 6700 block of 30th Avenue. We can confirm that we received at least one video depicting the suspect holding what we believe is a firearm. We also have information that the suspect performed multiple internet searches related to school shootings prior to the incident. I'm now going to play you guys a video that we obtained during the course of this investigation. The video will show the suspect walking with what we believe to be a rifle. He manipulates the rifle and appears to be practicing room entry techniques. It was this video, coupled with some of the aforementioned information we had today, that drove our massive response by law enforcement and drove our decision to hold all KUSD students in class.
Chief, is this video from today before you started?
I can't confirm exactly when the video is from, but we received it today. get you a copy of that. I think at this point we'd be willing to release that. Again, we just felt it was important to show you that video. We understand the massive response and the fear in the community, but we want to make sure that you understand what was driving our decision-making process. Also want to clear up some of the things that we had mentioned earlier. While investigating the incident at Roosevelt School, we did respond to Gateway Technical College at 3520 30th Avenue for the report of an active shooter inside that college. There are multiple tactical units on the campus within a short period of time. Upon further investigation, we found that this call was not credible. It was a Gateway student sharing our media release to a family member. During our response to belief that there was an active shooter also inside and was transported to a local hospital. His condition is currently stable and recovering. I will not be releasing that officer's name at this time. In closing, the investigation revealed that the suspect shared videos and made several comments to fellow students for weeks leading up to today. We want to urge parents to talk with their children and encourage them to share the videos and comments made by fellow students. Parents and/or children are asked to immediately communicate that information to law enforcement. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can report that information to Kenosha Crime Stoppers. We recognize this incident could have resulted in tragedy. Through the collaborative efforts of the Kenosha Unified and several law enforcement agencies, we're happily to report that this incident ended peacefully. I'm going to invite Sheriff Zorner, whose Sheriff's Department played a pivotal role in assisting us and working with us to get through this entire incident.
Good afternoon. My name is Sheriff David Zerner, spelled Z-O-E-R-N-E-R. I just want to reiterate the Chief's comments today. If you or your children receive any type of information, something that seems out of sorts, like a video like you just witnessed, see something, say something. All of our children have heard that in their school. We all train. We've trained these responses together for years. Please reach out to your children. If you hear of something, if you see something, say something to a teacher or a school administrator. We need that information as soon as possible, and I promise you, my agency, their agencies will react to that, and we will follow up on it. I want to thank these agencies for their quick responses today, and I really appreciate the efforts of everybody. You did a great job today. Superintendent.
Thank you, Sheriff Zorner. Dr. Jeff Weiss, W-E-I-S-S, Superintendent for the school district. The safety work that we've done as a district today prevented further tragedy. Our staff and students, along with law enforcement partners, regularly review, plan, and drill for incidents like the one we encountered at Roosevelt this morning. We do not take this lightly. Student safety is a top priority, and our safety measures are designed to provide a safe learning and working environment. Our buildings with secured entrances, like Roosevelt, provide us with an extra layer of protection. I want to acknowledge our staff who acted quickly and engaged law enforcement so they could do their part to detain the suspect. They may not have known in the exact moment what was happening, but their actions were heroic and prevented the unfathomable. The support that followed from the Kenosha Police Department, the Kenosha Sheriff's Department, Pleasant Prairie Police Department, Mayor Bogdala, and all other surrounding law enforcement agencies was nothing short of astounding. We again thank our families and staff who maintained their composure throughout an extremely stressful and difficult situation. It allowed us to collaborate with law enforcement, which resulted in the best case scenario today. Mayor Bogdala.
Thank you, Dr. Weiss. Mayor David Bogdala, B-O-G-D-A-L-A. I want to echo and thank our partners in law enforcement, especially Kenosha Police Department, Kenosha Sheriff's Department, Pleasant Prairie, and other responding agencies. I also want to thank Dr. Weiss and his entire team and staff for all their quick work. This started very, very quickly and actually ended relatively quickly because of all of the collaborative efforts of all of the agencies and governmental bodies involved. This wouldn't have happened without the extensive training and drilling that happens across KUSD and across the city. The public's safety is our top priority in this city, will continue to be, And it is through those efforts and the hard work and collaboration and the training that these officers and schools do every single day is what will keep our kids safe, will keep this community safe. And I'm just extremely proud of the work that they have done to ensure that our kids are safe and that this situation didn't further evolve into something far more tragic. So thank you to all of our men and women in law enforcement as well as KUSD. Thank you.
At this time, if you could we'll take a couple questions. I'll try to answer as much as I can. I think one thing I shouldn't neglect is I appreciate you, all the members of the media, and everyone that's here. I know we had changed the times that we were going to make announcements at several different moments. We were establishing dialogue and actually working on taking the individual into custody. I didn't want to have to keep bringing you guys back in with new information or misinformation. So I appreciate you working with us. That also helped us create some of the calm that we're able to maintain with the parents who obviously were going through a lot at that time.
Chief, I have a question.
Good.
How did this team get a gun?
We're still working through that, and like I said, I could speculate all why and try to figure all that out. The main thing is right now is it was reported to us, the staff acted quickly and fast, and we were able to quickly find the individual, bring it to where the kids could all be reunited with their family, and our investigation is going to continue.
What school does this team go to?
Well, he does. He goes to Mahone. He's a student in KUSD and goes to Mahone.
How were they able to get past that first outside door to get into the building?
That's a question I think Superintendent Weiss will be able to teach you a little bit about the structure of the building.
Yep, thank you very much. Before and I will answer your question, one of the things that's very important for safety is making sure that we have all of our exterior doors locked and secured. So this suspect actually tried numerous outside doors and entrances before coming around to where our secured entry is. And I really do want to emphasize that because having those schools were built, back when schools were built, such as Roosevelt, they were built to get students out in the event of a fire. They weren't built for some of the challenges we face today. So there's multiple exterior doors, and we spent a lot of time and a lot of work to make sure they are all locked and secured. So this individual came around to the front door, buzzed the office to be let in, and there are two doors when I talk about a secured entrance. The first one opens up into a vestibule. The second one prevents entry into the rest of the school. So the main office and the vestibule are in that first, past those first doors. At that point, after being let in, our staff were able to see that this individual looked nervous and suspicious. They confronted that individual. The individual got nervous and fled the building. So I can't stress how important and how, really how heroic our office staff was, and at the time they probably didn't realize it. It's what they do every day. They confront, they check to make sure everybody is safe. And that today really helped avert a disaster.
Was he just buzzed in? Did they think he was a student at the elementary school?
That was most likely the belief. I haven't had a chance to talk with our employees yet.
Okay, do we know how far into the building he got?
He did not get past the second doors when he came out?
It looks like he's almost past that second door entering in.
No, that's the office. That's the main office there. So the main office door is open, and that's where the staff came out and confronted him.
Okay. Did he go to Roosevelt? Was he a student at Roosevelt?
Yeah. I'm not, can I,
Was that
I'm not sure if I can, yes, he did. I just didn't know how much I could share about the individual's background without violating.
Yeah, Chief, I was just gonna ask, what ultimately was in the bags that you see in those photos?
We're still investigating that. We're still looking. We've going to conduct, obviously, numerous warrants where we have him in custody, so we're going to start working that angle. So at this time, anything I say would be pure speculation. I haven't had an update to figure out exactly what we've recovered fully. We're obviously still on scene and doing some of that work. I would anticipate that we'll end up putting a further press release out sometime tomorrow with everything that we have up to that moment.
We'll take one more question from the gentleman in the blue.
Earlier today, you said that your staff asked questions that made the suspect question their choices. Can you walk us through what that interaction was like? They obviously stopped.
Right. Right. I don't, unfortunately, I don't have the audio, but during part of the video, I could see them interacting with the student. They approached him. You could see there being interaction. The suspect got nervous, started fidgeting more, turned around and left. And I don't know what questions were asked, but one of the things that we always ask our staff to do is to approach people and to engage with them. and to make sure that if they don't know who they are, that we do talk to them to find out why they are in the building. When that happened, the individual got nervous and fled.
For clarity, you said you don't have the audio. Does that
Yeah.
mean there is no audio, or you just haven't heard it?
There is no audio. I haven't had a chance to speak to the staff members.
Did they attempt to go to other schools after first starting at Roosevelt, do we know?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, at this point, we wouldn't be able to answer any of that. We're still going to look at that. Again, we're still really early into this investigation. I think the thing that we're trying to get out to everyone is that we were able to resolve this. We have him in custody. And through the initial investigation, we're able to say that this is something that should have been known. This is something that had been told to people of his growing intentions. We know that there's internet searches, and all the red flags that we would look for and expect someone to report were there. And we're coming up forward saying we narrowly missed a tragedy today, and we're just going to re-encourage everybody when they see something, say something, help us out, have those talks with your children. These videos shouldn't have been seen by us today. This should have been reported to us earlier. Again, I appreciate everything that you guys did here today. I appreciate you guys being patient with our time frame. It was a very active situation. We still have a lot of cleanup to do, but we will get you more information as we go. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Parents cooperative, Chief, parents?
I can't speak to that.
We'll get that video possibly? Amazing. Thank you so much.